prize for Australia's third largest hawk, known as the black-breasted buzzard. Now this here is Slammer. Oh, now even with her beak and the feet, she still needs the help to get inside this thick shell. And as you can see, this rock here is the perfect tool for the job. Oh, nice. Believe it or not, we never had to train Slammer to do this. It's instinct. She hatched out of her own egg with this knowledge already inside. Now, an emu egg is a really valuable food item. It's worth roughly 12 chicken eggs, so that's a huge feed, imagine for you and I. So if she did happen to eat one of these in the wild, she probably wouldn't have to eat real emu egg. It's actually ones we make ourselves out of plaster. Because if she did happen to have a real emu egg, she'd probably be here for that day or two eating it too. So this is a fake one that we make, and we have a little treat inside for her. Nice job. Now you can see every time she whacks that egg as well, she's looking to see whether she can make a hole. A hole is really important because it allows her beak and her talons to really come on in and start prying the shell apart. If she can open it in a way where she can just feed through a hole, it means all of that yolk content just remains inside. So the shell acts just like a plate. You can see there's a little bit of a hole starting now. Nice. Where if she smashed it all completely, you could imagine a lot of that content be lost into the ground. So really efficient way. You ready? Oh, nice. It is a bit hard. I'm going to let you have another one or two goes. Otherwise, I'm going to have to give you a little bit of a hand, I think. Now, even though it is a pretty cool behaviour, it's not a unique one. There is another species of bird that does similar. It uses rocks to get into ostrich eggs. And that's an Egyptian vulture, and they're found all the way over in Africa. Oh, you're doing such a good job. Oh, that was a good whack. Now, you don't normally find the black-breasted buzzard flying around here or around Sydney Harbour. This is a bird that you will find more around the central parts of Australia, circling around. Look very similar to a wedge-tailed eagle, but the wedge-tailed eagle is just quite a bit bigger. Oh, you're so close. Ready? Oh, yeah, you've made a really big crack on that one. So now I really either reckon your talons and your beak will help pry that apart, or one more whack, I reckon we'll get it. Have you got it? Yeah, well done there. Oh, you can see how persistent he is. It's because that instinctual behaviour just allows you to continue doing it because the reward is quite valuable. Yeah, well done there. Yeah, thank you. Nice job there. Now, we do tend to associate tool use with humans and even other primates. So it's really cool to see a bird like Slammer achieve their goal. You know, it goes to show that maybe we have more in common with birds than we originally thought. Now, so far, the birds that we have seen, you'll find them out and about hunting for their food during the daytime. But what kind of birds do we think of when we talk about a nighttime hunter? Owls, yeah, that's exactly right. But you know, as it becomes darker, it can become harder and harder to see. And even though owls have got an amazing eyesight, their prey, it's not always visible. These birds have to find themselves a meal. So we're going to use your ears. Let's see if we hear anything at all. As our barn owl flies down to stage. Hi there, Ray. Now this here is Wraith, a barn owl, and barn owls are actually one of the more common owls found close to people. Pretty much nearly every continent bar Antarctica. So it really does go to show, doesn't matter where you live in the world, always take that opportunity to look up, because you might see one of them flying on by.
Now, owls around the world have been seen as symbols for different things. You might have heard the term wise old owl, a symbol of wisdom, but also being a messenger and having the powers of prophecy.
Nice, but on the flip side of that, owls have also been feared. They have been mistaken as ghosts, and in some cultures they've even been thought of as bad omens.
That's right, but regardless of our beliefs, I think we can all agree that owls have undoubtedly had a really long connection between people and culture right around the world.
travel too far at all to get a connection with birds. In fact, the next species did pretty much all of the travelling for us. They boarded boats alongside people and really did help with that everyday connection. Now, I'd be surprised if you're not familiar with this next species. In fact, it can be so common that maybe there might be one or two of you that have a species like this in your own backyard as well. Yeah, it is known as the humble chicken. Hey there. Now this here is Mentari. Mentari is a red jungle fowl. Red jungle fowls are actually the ancestors to every other chicken species out there. They have had a relationship with humans for over 8,000 years. They've been a huge part of our cultures, of our religions. And you know what? They've even found their way into our everyday language. So whether you're ruling the roost, maybe you're a little bit more like me and sometimes put all of your eggs into one single basket, or you're a mother hen whose chicks they're about to flee the coop. These birds also have had a huge connection to people and culture all around the world. So much so that chickens now outnumber humans 6-1. Thanks very much, Mentari. And thank you, the ladies. Now, you know, we don't have wild chickens in Australia, but we do have over 800 different types of birds that call Australia home. And around just over 50 of them are our parrots. And I think that's why we get the nickname, the land of the parrots. It can be as simple as taking that step into your own backyard to be able to see that beauty that truly is all around us.
Now, as we are expanding our towns and our cities, we make a lot of changes to the local landscapes. However, not all species can adapt to these changes, especially ones that happen very quickly within their lifetime. Species just like this one, well, they really rely on tree hollows in order to have a safe place to rest, to nest, and raise their chicks. But these trees are becoming harder and harder for them to find.
Now, Geary is a bird that you don't normally find around here, but you know what? There are so many birds that even Taronga itself can become habitat. One thing that you can do in your own backyards is install that hollow log, just like the one over next to Megan here. Something as simple like that can just really make your own backyards your own wild community. That's a really cool take-home action. Something if you do want to do after would be amazing. But if you want to do something right here, right now, we have that opportunity. Believe it or not, just over 15 years ago, we introduced this donation box to show, and so far we have raised just over